Among the most sought after and precious stones in the world are pricey diamonds. The world's finest diamonds are extremely sought after since they are uncommon and have special characteristics. Regardless of their dimensions, hue, transparency, or provenance, these diamonds rank among the most priceless and stunning jewels in existence. Even though they are all mined from the earth, not all diamonds are created equal. Over the years, diamonds have captured the attention of gemologists and set price records. What are the most valuable diamonds, then? The top 3 most valuable diamonds ever are listed below. This video delves further into some of the world's most valuable diamonds, examining their worth, history, and unique qualities. These diamonds are genuinely unique, and it's amazing to see their tales. Number 3. The $200 250 million Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is a 45.52 carat, 9.104 grams, 0.3211 Oz diamond that was taken out of the Kolar mine in Guntur, India in the 17th century. The traces of boron are what give it its blue color. Due to its extraordinary size, new details regarding the creation of diamonds have come to light. This particular stone is a Golconda diamond. According to the oldest known sources, the diamond was bought as the Tavernier Blue in 1666 by French gem merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. After being cut and given the new name French Blue, Le Bleu de France, Tavernier sold the stone to France's King Louis XIV in 1668. The greatest portion of the diamond was recut after it was stolen in 1792 and turned up in an 1839 gem catalog owned by the Hope banking family. Evelyn Walsh McLean, a socialite from Washington, was one of the diamond's previous owners and was frequently spotted wearing it. The diamond was bought by New York gem merchant Harry Winston in 1949. After traveling with it for a few years, he donated it to the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in 1958, where it is currently on permanent display. Physical characteristics. Weight. The diamond's weight was determined in December 1988 by the laboratory of the Gemological Institute of America to be 45.52 carats, 9.104 grams, 0.3211 Oz. In dimensions, the diamond's dimensions have been likened to those of a pear-shaped walnut or an egg from a pigeon. The color of this material has been described as steely blue, dark blue in color, and fancy dark grayish blue. Colorimetric measurements of blue diamonds such as the Hope can reveal that they are grayer, lower in saturation than blue sapphires. After examining the diamond in 1996, the Gemological Institute of America graded it fancy deep grayish blue using their unique scale. In incandescent light, the gray modifier mask appears nearly blackish blue due to its extreme darkness, indigo, giving it an inky appearance. High-intensity light sources are used in current photos of the Hope diamond to enhance the brilliance of gemstones. Throughout popular literature, the Hope diamond is frequently described as a superfine deep blue, with numerous superlatives being used to describe its color. It is frequently compared to the color of a fine sapphire, for instance, being described as blue, the most beautiful blue sapphire, Dulafit, or as a sapphire blue. Tavernier called it a beautiful violet. Number 2. Cullinan Diamond, $2 billion. The most desired and valuable precious stone is a diamond, which was created an unimaginably long ago. As astounding as the variety of gems that were cut from the Cullinan diamond, which is still the largest gem-quality diamond ever discovered, is the tale of its discovery and eventual fate. At 3106 carats, 621.20 grams, the Cullinan diamond is the largest gem-quality rough diamond ever found on Earth. It was found on January 26, 1905 at the Premier No. 2 mine in Cullinan, South Africa. It bears Thomas Cullinan's name, who owned the mine. It went up for sale in London in April 1905, but after 2 years, not a single one was purchased despite a lot of interest. The Cullinan was cut by Joseph Asher & Co. in Amsterdam after the Transvaal colony government purchased it in 1907 and Prime Minister Louis Botha gave it to Edward VI, the British king ruling over the region. Cullinan produced stones of different sizes and cuts. The largest is called Cullinan I, and Edward VI dubbed it the Great Star of Africa. At 530.4 carats, 106.08 grams, it is the world's largest clear-cut diamond. The stone is set into the head of the sovereign's cross-adorned scepter. Cullinan II, also known as the Second Star of Africa, is the second largest. It is set in the imperial state crown and weighs 317.4 carats, 63.48 grams. Both belong to the United Kingdom's crown jewels. Elizabeth II inherited 7 other large diamonds from her grandmother, Queen Mary, in 1953. Together, they weighed 208.29 carats, 41.66 grams. In addition, the Queen possessed a collection of rough pieces and a few small brilliants. 9 major stones totaling 1055.89 carats, 211.178 grams were produced by Cullinan, along with 96 minor brilliance and a few unpolished fragments weighing 19.5 carats, 3.90 grams. Every stone except the two largest stones, Cullinan I and II, which were kept in Amsterdam as payment for Asher's services, remained there by arrangement until the South African government purchased them, except Cullinan VI, which Edward VII had bought and given to his wife Queen Alexandra in 1907. On June 28, 1910, the High Commissioner for Southern Africa presented the stones to Queen Mary. Mary also inherited Cullinan VI from Alexandra, and in 1953 she bequeathed all of her Cullinan diamonds to Elizabeth II, her granddaughter. And the king is entitled to the crown jewels, of which Cullinan's I and IE are a part. Asher sold the small stones to the South African government, which then gave them to Queen Mary, the country's prime minister at the time, Arthur and Alexander Levy, who handled the cutting of Cullinan, and Jacob Romagen, later Roman, who was one of the co-founders of the industry's first trade union. Mary set some of the platinum into a lengthy chain that Elizabeth seldom wore in public because she claimed it gets in the soup. When two little Cullinan diamonds belonging to Louis Botha's heirs were examined in the 1960s at the De Beers laboratory in Johannesburg, it was discovered that there was absolutely no nitrogen or other impurity present. When gemologists at the Tower of London inspected Cullinan's I and Taya in the 1980s, they were both rated as colorless type II. Number 1. Koh-i-Noor. The Koh-i-Noor, Mountain of Light, diamond is regarded by many as one of the most well-known historical gem diamonds. The diamond, known since the 1300s and reported to weigh 793 carats, traveled through the centuries via numerous kingdoms in India until British forces seized the Punjab region in 1849. It was sent to England and presented to Queen Victoria on July 3, 1850. The diamond was separated from the sand thousands of years ago in India's alluvial mines. According to the Hindu religion, it was revered by gods like Krishna, even if it seemed to bear a curse, if the luck of its owners was anything to go by. The gem, which would come to be known as the Koh-i-Noor diamond, wove its way through Indian court intrigues before eventually ending up in the British crown jewels by the mid-1800s. That was when a British amateur geologist questioned gemologists and historians on the diamond's origins and created the history of the Koh-i-Noor that served as the basis for most future legends of the diamond. However, according to historians Anita Anand and William Dalrymple, that geologists got it all wrong. "We found what every historian longs for," Dalrymple says, "a story which is incredibly important to people, an object known around the world, but which is all built on a structure of myth." At the turn of the 19th century, the British East India Company expanded its territorial control from coastal cities to the interior of the Indian subcontinent. As Dalrymple and Anand write of the British campaigns, they would ultimately annex more territory than all of Napoleon's conquests in Europe. In addition to claiming more natural resources and trading posts, the British also had their eye on a piece of precious treasure, the Koh-i-Noor. In 1849, after imprisoning Jindal, the British forced Duleep to sign a formal document revising the Treaty of Lahore that required Duleep to give away the Koh-i-Noor and all claim to sovereignty. The boy was only 10 years old. From there, the diamond became a treasured possession of Queen Victoria. It was presented during the 1851 Great Exposition in London, only for the British public to be horrified at how simple it was. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.